Online, it's easy to simply forget about anything else other than what's staring at us from the screen. It's easy to kind of leave the promises of the gospel behind. It's easy to leave the humanity of another person behind, partially because we're disembodied online. I'm not looking at you when I engage with you online. I'm looking at a pixel of you. I'm not looking at your name or your avatar. And so it's easy to kind of forget ultimate things when we become immersed in this environment. And the danger for all of us really is that these are habitats. And when we immerse ourselves in a habitat like this, it's easy to think the way the habitat wants us to think. This is partially what makes the local church so valuable, and going to the assembled congregation so important, is because this happens in a positive direction during the corporate worship service. We're with each other, we're hearing the word, we're praying, we're singing, and that makes truth more plausible to us. But the same effect can happen in a different direction, and the same thing happens online. To the degree that we are kind of living online, and that's kind of framing our day and dictating our priorities, when we tend to think of people who are connected to us digitally instead of the people who are closer to us, we can forget who we are and the kind of life that God gave us, that he gave us to live with specific abilities and specific bodies and specific places. So that's an example of how we can forget what is ultimately real and ultimately true if we're constantly consuming from this habitat.